So if you've seen many of our videos, you've seen us talk about what we call our step back recall, which is a great kind of technique that we've developed for helping dogs work through aggression issues. This guy came in with a lot of dog aggression issues, and so what we're working on is teaching him on who he should focus. And so Joe's using food. You know, previously being this close to a dog would have made him lose his mind. But what we're doing is kind of a combo of food mixed with proper correction to help him realize what's expected and what's okay. So when I say proper correction, what I'm saying is you must pay attention to me, and the food says, you know, it's a good idea to pay attention to me. That's, you know, there's lots of benefit in it for me if I pay attention. Good boy. And so if you go just food, you know, for most dogs, it's not enough, you know, and I talk about this all the time with different people that, you know, the dog's showing aggression problems and their trainer told them, well, just use food and try to distract him. You know, food is rarely enough because the dog's intensity, fear, aggression, whatever you want to call it in that moment is far greater than his desire for food. And so what we like to do is kind of combine the two. It's okay, you know, you have to pay attention to me, it's the rule, but when you do, look, there's this food that you get. And so not only is he around this other dog, but he's actually happy to be around this other dog. You can see, you know, that there's a little bit of avoidance there to where he's not quite clear on the other dog. But he's working around the other dog, and he's excited to do so. He's happy to do so because he realizes that it's the rule, but there's food involved. So like I say, we've kind of invented this technique called step back recall, and this is just kind of a little variation on that. Get him around his trigger and teach him to focus on you. Around his trigger, focus on you. Around, you know, just over and over, so that when he's around his trigger, he can be in a state of mind where he can focus. So, and it should be noted that this other dog that we're working him working him with, you know, we've got that dog being calm and under control, and that's important. You know, we can't just we're trying to quote unquote rehab a dog. We can't just say, okay, let's get you around some really wild, out of control dogs and let's see if we can do well. You know, we need to build a dog up to, you know, his tolerance. And then there's also something to be said for, you know, never really letting your dog around wild and out of control dogs. So, am I missing anything, Joe?
No. I think another thing to pay attention to is this dog can get too excited about the food and start making bad decisions.
Yeah.
So we have to handle him in a way that doesn't get him going to the top.
He's got some nice focus with the obedience combined with the food.
Yeah.
It's kind of pretty. So just to kind of add a little bit of progression here. Same session. See, this frame of mind, you can tell, like, just getting a little bit of praise, he loads up. And so we don't want him leading in that frame of mind. So we've got to let him get a little bit calm before he can interact at all. We always want to set so if you've got a dog with anxiety, aggression, you always want to set up any breedings in a way that's healthy. So you see loose leash, a little bit of sniffing, and then we don't allow him to get too into it. We call him away. There you go. And so we just give him small doses as the dog, as he proves that he can make good choices. We give him a little bit more and a little bit more. So like I say, you don't ever really want your dog approaching another dog tight leash, pulling, overly excited. Breeding should be done with a lot more just calmness. That's why I say this is why the shepherd here is a great kind of dog to play off with.